You can tell a man's age by his blazer, not by the number on his birthday. You see it all the time. Good-looking men over 50, solid careers, great lives, but their blazer makes them look 10 years older, tired, and dated. The wrong blazer quietly drains your presence. The right one makes you look sharp, powerful, and completely current without trying too hard. In this video, you'll discover 7 blazer mistakes that are aging you and simple fixes you can start using today. You'll learn how a few small changes in fit, color, and styling can transform your blazer from office relic to modern armor. You'll see how to use a blazer to look leaner, more confident, and more relevant without chasing trends. And most important, you'll understand how a blazer should work for a man over 50, not against him. Let's rebuild your blazer game so it matches the man you are now, not the guy you were 20 years ago. Timeless fit, not 1998 shoulders. The fastest way a blazer makes you look older is through the shoulders. Most men over 50 are still wearing blazers they bought when big, padded shoulders were the norm. Those heavy, boxy shoulders create a stiff, armor-like shape that screams outdated corporate suit. They make your head look smaller, your posture harsher, and your whole upper body more rigid. A modern blazer for a man over 50 should follow your natural shoulder line, not fight it. That means light padding, clean structure, and a smooth transition from shoulder to sleeve. When the shoulder seam sits right at the edge of your shoulder bone, you instantly look more athletic and alive. Not trying to look young, just naturally sharp. If your blazer dents at the shoulder, caves in, or sticks out like wings, it's quietly aging you. You don't need to go skin tight or trendy. You just need a blazer that respects your real frame today, not the fantasy frame from 25 years ago. A good tailor can soften heavy padding and clean up the line, and that single move can take a decade off your look. When you put on a blazer and the shoulders feel like they belong to you, everything else falls into place. Your chest looks stronger, your waist looks neater, and you move with ease instead of stiffness. That's the power of a blazer that fits your age, your body, and your life right now. The Office Navy Trap. Navy is a classic blazer color, but the wrong navy makes you disappear. Many men over 50 own one blazer, a shiny, flat, dark navy that looks like a leftover office suit jacket. It's often made from cheap fabric with a slight sheen, and it instantly reads as corporate, tired, and predictable. That kind of blazer doesn't add presence, it blends you into the background. The fix is not to abandon navy. The fix is to upgrade it. Look for a blazer in a richer, more textured navy, matte, slightly heathered, or with a subtle weave. The color is still conservative and masculine, but the texture makes it modern, interesting, and quietly luxurious. You'll notice how a better navy blazer works with your natural coloring as you age. It softens harsh contrasts and plays better with gray hair and more mature skin. Pair that blazer with a simple white or light blue shirt, or even a refined polo, and you suddenly look intentional instead of stuck in your old office uniform. The blazer becomes a style choice, not a leftover from your past. If you already own a dark, flat, corporate navy blazer, don't panic. Keep it for very formal occasions if you must, but invest in one navy blazer that feels like it belongs in your life now. When you see how often you reach for it, you'll understand how much your old office navy was holding you back. Too long, too boxy, too safe. A blazer that's too long and boxy doesn't just hide your body. It shortens your legs, flattens your shape, and adds visual weight you don't need. This is one of the most common blazer mistakes men over 50 make. They think more fabric equals more dignity. In reality, it often just equals more years. A modern blazer should skim your body, not swallow it. The length should roughly cover your seat without dropping halfway to your knees. The sides should have a gentle shape, creating a subtle V from your shoulders to your waist. You don't want tight or flashy, just a clean line that suggests strength and control. If your blazer hangs straight from the armpit to the hem like a rectangle, it's aging you. That boxy shape blurs your shoulders, your chest, and your waist into one block. A small nip at the waist, a slightly shorter length, and properly placed buttons can completely change how people see your frame. You'll look taller, leaner, and more energetic. Visit a tailor and ask one question: can you give this blazer more shape without making it tight? For many men, a simple waist suppression and sleeve adjustment turn a tired, boxy blazer into a sharp, modern jacket. You haven't changed your body. You've just let the blazer do its job instead of working against you. Wrinkled, shiny, and overworked. A blazer that looks exhausted will make you look exhausted. Shiny elbows, crushed lapels, deep wrinkles from constant use, these are the quiet details that make you appear older than you are. You might think, it's just a blazer, it's fine, but people read these signals instantly. They see a man who doesn't update, doesn't refresh, and doesn't pay attention. Fabric matters more as you age. Cheap, stiff, shiny materials reflect light in the wrong way and highlight every crease. A good blazer in a quality wool or wool blend with a matte finish absorbs light and drapes smoothly. It looks calm and controlled, not loud and tired. That calm surface is what makes you look refined and in command. If your blazer has been in your closet for 10 or 15 years and you wear it for everything, it's probably overworked. Even if it still fits, it might be sending the wrong message. Take it to a professional cleaner who understands tailored jackets, have it pressed correctly, and inspect it under good light. If the fabric looks thin, shiny, or uneven, it's time to retire it. Invest in fewer blazers, but better ones. 1 or 2 high-quality blazers, well cared for, will do more for your image than a closet full of tired jackets. Hang them on proper hangers, give them a day of rest between wears, and steam out light wrinkles. Your blazer should look as fresh and composed as you want to feel. The wrong lapels tell the wrong story. Lapels are like the eyebrows of your blazer. Too thin, and you look like you're chasing trends from a decade ago. Too wide, and you look like you're wearing a costume from your early career. Both extremes quietly tell people you're out of sync with the present. For a man over 50, the sweet spot is a classic, medium-width lapel. Not razor-thin, not oversized, just strong and balanced. This kind of lapel frames your chest, points toward your face, and adds a sense of authority without shouting. It feels timeless, which is exactly what you want. If your blazer has very skinny lapels, it probably looked cool at one point, but now it can feel like you're hanging onto a trend that passed. On the other hand, if your lapels are huge and heavy, they can drag your whole look back to the 80s or 90s. When your blazer's details are stuck in the past, people assume you are too, even if everything else about you is current. When you try on a blazer, pay attention to how the lapels sit on your chest. They should lie flat, not bow out, and they should feel in proportion to your shoulders and head. A clean notch lapel in a medium width is usually the safest, sharpest choice for men 50 and over. It won't age you, and it won't date you. It just quietly says, this man knows who he is. Wearing it like a suit jacket. One mistake that instantly ages a blazer is treating it like a leftover suit jacket. You see it when men wear a formal, structured suit coat with casual pants and think, that's a blazer. The fabrics clash, the formality is off, and the whole outfit looks like Plan B. It gives the impression you just grabbed the top half of an old suit and hoped no one would notice. A true blazer is designed to stand on its own. The fabric usually has more texture, the structure is slightly softer, and the details are a bit more relaxed. It's built to work with jeans, chinos, or dress trousers without looking like it's missing its partner. When you wear a real blazer, not an orphan suit jacket, your style looks intentional. If your blazer only ever came as part of a full suit, use it carefully. It can sometimes work with other pants, but only if the fabric and finish are subtle and matte. A shiny, very formal suit jacket with casual pants will age you because it feels like you're stuck in your old work uniform. A blazer, on the other hand, says you've evolved. Start thinking of the blazer as a separate weapon, not a broken piece of a suit. Pair a true blazer with dark jeans and a crisp shirt for dinner. Wear it with tailored chinos and a fine knit for a smart casual event. Each time you do, the blazer tells a different story than a suit jacket ever could. It tells people you're still in the game, just on your own terms. Overdressed up top, underthought everywhere else. Another subtle aging mistake is treating the blazer like a costume piece. You throw on a sharp blazer, but the rest of the outfit doesn't match the same level of care. Old, bulky shoes, a worn-out belt, or a baggy shirt underneath can drag the whole look down. The blazer ends up feeling like you dressed up instead of just being naturally well put together. A blazer should feel like the anchor of your outfit, not the only good decision you made. When you wear a blazer, everything around it should support it quietly. Your shirt or polo should be clean, well-fitted, and simple. Your pants should have a neat line, not puddle around your shoes. You don't need perfection, just consistency. This doesn't mean you need to be flashy. In fact, for a man over 50, restraint looks powerful. A navy or charcoal blazer with a clean white shirt, dark jeans, or tailored chinos, and a simple leather belt creates a strong, modern frame. Nothing screams for attention, but together, it all says you're a man who hasn't checked out. When you put on a blazer, ask yourself one question before you leave the house. Does everything else I'm wearing respect this jacket? If the answer is no, swap one piece. Better shoes, a cleaner shirt, or sharper pants will suddenly make that blazer do what it's supposed to do, make you look like the best version of yourself, right now. You've just seen how a blazer can either quietly age you, or quietly elevate you. From shoulder fit and lapel width to fabric, length, and how you wear it, these details aren't about chasing trends. They're about aligning your blazer with the man you are today. A man with experience, presence, and a life that deserves better than a tired, boxy jacket from his past. If you start by fixing even one of these mistakes, you'll feel the difference the next time you put on a blazer. You'll stand a little taller, move a little easier, and notice how people look at you just a second longer.